Yep, we're doing a tier 10. Haven't played this tank too much recently. It's the only tank I invested in decals on there, so gee, can you guess which country I'm from? I mean, I know a lot of you already know that, but could you guess? So, T110E5. Now, it's funny because when I'm walking through my college, I see the numbers listed on the doors and in the hallways, and there's different sections to the school. I mean, it's a college, so it's pretty big. It's definitely no little elementary school or anything. I mean, maybe you guys have big elementary schools, but I certainly didn't. But as I'm walking through the school, I see rooms labeled in building T that are like T110, and that just makes me want to play this tank for some reason. And the same thing happens in the M building. I think the letters go pretty close to the end of the alphabet in that school. But now, of course, on this tank for weak points, we're gonna go over those. What is this? I guess that's exhaust. Interesting. So weak points. This hatch seems to be the biggest target. Then very close after that, it's the bottom plate here. That's your typical weak spots on tanks. Always aim for hatches. They're typically pretty weak, and if you can aim low enough, this is kind of better because they're easier to hit. They're still relatively tough, but you know, these are viewports here. They seem to get knocked out all the time. Otherwise, don't bother shooting at the turret. Usually that doesn't work out too well. Usually shells just bounce off of it. The top part here isn't that tough, but it is still pretty tough. So unless you're a tier 10 shooting at it, then it's probably not worth it. Or maybe one of those tier 9 tank destroyers. They have pretty good guns too, if not better than the tier 10 heavies. So hull armor, 254 millimeters. That's pretty great. Turret, 203 millimeters. Awesome. And shell penetration is also pretty good. So, you know, as far as that goes, it's decent. Its shell damage, though, isn't that high. It's about 400. So that's nothing too special there. The American tanks don't seem to do as much damage. So that's a bit of a downfall, but, you know, it's pretty maneuverable. It's only got 50 millimeters armor on the sides and back, right? Is that what it still is? Okay, I swear it used to be 50 millimeters, or is that what it is on the M103? Okay, it's 51 on the side of the M103. That must have been what I was thinking about. So 76 on the sides, 30 on the back. So you don't want to ever show your sides, even really a little bit. You can sit sideways, but you don't want to tempt people to shoot at those sides, because even if they can, even just a little bit, at a little bit of an angle like this, just enough to see, then they're going to get right through it, no problem. So let's get into it. We'll go for it. And we'll see what Matchmaker has in store for us this time. Might be lots of artillery, might be no artillery. I had a battle a few days ago in the T-54. I was the only tier 9, except for the one tier 9 on the enemy team as well. And there was no artillery. I thought that was pretty awesome. It was like, yeah. And of course, guess what the first tank I ran into was? Their tier 9. So that cost me most of my health points. And after that, I didn't have really too much confidence or enough health points left to go after anything big. I ended up getting myself killed not too long after that. Went after it goes like ELC AMX. Thought I could finish it off. Took a couple shots, missed him. He went around me. Then all of a sudden there's a Tiger 2 right there, and I'm like, oh crap! How did I not spot him earlier than that? So he hit me a couple times. That got me right down. I circled him, shot him a couple times too. Got him down to below half health. He was at full when we first met. And don't hit me, please. I don't want to pay your repair bill. And then after that, as soon as I had tracked him and started circling him again, thought maybe I can outrun his turret. Another Tiger 2 comes around the corner and just right in the back, and it's like, thanks. I mean, the AMX was being absolutely no help to the target or to the Tiger, but yeah. So on this map so far, we're looking like we're balanced out pretty good. So that's looking good so far. We have a chance. A little bit bumpy. Let's head on over to the city. This is where I typically go in heavy tanks. I typically take to the side and tank destroyers and mediums and lights and such. Where am I? Okay. Let's move over here a bit. Now, I used to be able to rely on my armor, and then tier 10 stuff got added. More tier 10 stuff. Oops, am I lagging a little bit? Yes, I am. This is something that's been happening a lot since the update. You know what, I should move closer to this building. And I'm just going to wait until something gets spotted. I'm actually going to face up the hill below. Because if something's going to shoot me right now, it's going to be from that direction. So I want to have my armor face that way. Ooh, he's getting hit. Okay, I'll back up. What do you want? He's taking hits. He's tracked. May I help you? Why are we all looking this way suddenly? There's something I'm missing? Are they going to flank, I think? Let me take a peek around the corner here. Oh, I see what he's doing. This is a really smart thing to do in one of these tanks. You show your side like that, got a high angle. The side of these things, of these E100s, are very, very tough. They're incredibly difficult to penetrate at a high angle like that. I need to get in there and do something. This guy's got that covered. And I don't want to go behind him because I think that artillery over there could hit me then. Their artillery might be back in that corner, but it's hard to say. Oh, is there a medium coming this way? I think I saw. I bet you if I look around. Whoa. I was going to say, I bet if I look around the corner there, I'm going to get hit by artillery. Oh. Let's not shoot my friendly in the back of the turret, whatever I do. I'm going to take out that building. Then hopefully they could shoot him. They took a shot. That's good. Whoop. Who's hitting me? Ooh, now I can't hit it. Squat. You gonna shoot? Okay. Don't want to get in the way of your shot. I bounced. This IS-7. Does he know how many tier 10 he's dueling? Tier 10s he's dueling with? I bounced. I didn't hit low enough. Need to keep an eye on this E100's back. He's hurting a little bit. I'm the only one here still at full health. So, there we go. Got to his bottom plate. Always want to aim for the bottom plate on the I-7. Or IS-7, I should say. Is that a T-57 over there? Yes, a T-57. If he sees this E100's rear end sticking out, he's just going to rip it apart. Wonder if I can get through there. Probably not. Let's wait a little bit longer for this shell. Wait for him to turn his tank in a stupid way. Make a little mistake. Turn his tank a little too much when he's backing out. Keeping an eye on the mini-map too, seeing who's coming. That T-57 is probably going to shoot this E100 beside me. And like I said, T-57's got 4 shells there. 400 damage each, so that'll just rip him apart. A little bit more. He's pretty much hulled down behind the hill, so this is going to be difficult. I'm going to load up gold rounds for the next shot after this one. I think we tracked him there. Yeah, you can turn your turret around if you want, so I can hit it. Put a gold round now. I need to aim for his hull. That's still bounced. Oh, he's bouncing shells off me now. I think that was him that shot me, wasn't it? Maybe it was an arty splash. Okay, next shell is just gonna, after this one's gonna be another standard. I think I'm just wasting my my credits on gold shells on him. Yeah, I think so. Oop. Bounced off my turret again. I'm at too much of an angle though. I need to lighten that up some. Okay, this isn't being successful. I always want to sit at a bit of an angle in most tanks, except like the IS series tanks, how they're wedge-shaped. They're already angled, so you don't have to sit at an angle. If you sit at an angle, then you just kind of undo the wedge. Kind of want to push, but at the same time, really don't want to. This T-57 took 2 shots, 3 shots. There, now he has to reload. See, he'll back off. Oh, hello, other E100. They've got a mouse over there. Can't hit him. Can't break the building there. I am gonna go follow these guys. I think they could use the help. And really, I've got the health points, so they're gonna have them finished off by the time I get there on the right, just about anyway. Yeah, I'm going for this T57 to make my first shot count though. His 4 shells will just tear me apart. I assumed he was going to be right there, so I wanted to get ahead of the E100 so I didn't get in each other's way. So he's looking right at me. Normally I'd say, okay, waste your shells on me. Set him on fire. Nope. Normally I'd say, shoot at me, shoot my track out, and then I'll just peek around the corner with after using my repair kit and set you on, or shoot you a few times. There we go, there's a fire. Ram him. Ah. Ram him from the back, maybe that'll do some damage. Now they've got one more. Most of our team's still intact. I should be, oh, he's over there. Oh, that speedy little mouse. Okay, whoa. Okay, I alt-tab by accident. Oops. So, a slight interruption there. There he goes. I always do that. I hit alt-tab or else the Windows key by accident quite a bit. No point in going over the cap because they've already got it under control. And that guy's not going to cap our base in time. So that was a pretty good battle. No kills, though. That's kind of saddening, but yeah, has a good amount of tactics there. You see everybody's waiting behind the building, waiting for the other team to be picked off slowly. They're kind of getting spotted slowly and picked off by artillery. You kind of want artillery to weaken them, not so much to kill them, but to weaken the enemy down. So then you can go in there and face a weak tank rather than one that's still at full health. And that requires patience because artillery, as you know, has a pretty slow rate of fire. Ooh, sniper. E5 hit, 85% hit ratio out of 10 shots with a potential of 1,000 damage or more. So anything over tier 5 possibly would have over 1,000 potential damage after 10 shots. Let's see, we're down the list quite a bit in damage done. That's still not too bad, 1,800 damage. The goal is usually to get as much damage done as you have hit points, which we didn't quite get there because the T110E5 has 2,200 hit points. As far as experience goes, we're even farther down the list. Ah, that's fine though. That's fine. I felt that we did okay. What did we damage on this E100? It was fuel tank. We destroyed his fuel tank, so that's why we set him on fire. And the IS-7 just as track. I think we tracked him a couple times. It's a shame I used those gold rounds on him though. We still made profit though, but we spent over 13 grand on ammunition. Let's see, how much are the gold rounds? 4,400 credits per gold round on this tank. Or else 11 gold, but I'm not going to spend my gold. Also, I got 5,000 gold for playing 200 games of World of Warplanes during E3. So E3 is like a gaming convention. And for players who went on and played 200 games for the 4 days during E3, got 5,000 gold. So that's great. I got that. So I already have 1,000 from my own purchases. Before that, oops, I should not be opening clan chat. I keep doing that though. It's just a habit. So quite a few people did that. World of Warplanes is interesting, and I have a few times, I start the game, turn, and start going off to one side towards my destination, thinking, okay, I'll go over here. This is probably where the enemy's going to show up because that's where there's ground targets for him to hit. And then run into an ally and we both die, and that's the end of the match. And that's it for that match. Okay, so, well, you've seen the list of tanks before, but I'm going to go through them really quick once again. I'll just let you look at the list here. Feel free to post in the comments. Actually, please do. Or else I'll just start going through the list randomly. Feel free to point at a tank that you want me to play, you want to see me play, you think would be interesting. Maybe you just want me to talk about it before a game even, and I'll talk about it. I think from now on I'm going to be talking about the tank I'm playing before a match rather than a different one. But we'll see. That might change. So yeah, ooh, I have a message. Okay, guys, see you later. Have a good one.